Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Mr. Deputy Speaker, Sir, while welcoming and supporting the second finance bill moved by the Honorable Finance Minister, I would like to share some of my views for his kind consideration. He has announced certain tax relief and tax exemption on certain goods and commodities. I welcome them. He has announced income tax exemption on deposits in rural land mortgage banks, land development banks, and cooperative banks. I welcome the tax relief measures with particular reference to this tax exemption to those who deposit in rural banks. Likewise, I heartily welcome excise duty exemption given to beverages made of fruit pulp and fruit juices. Finance Minister has announced excise duty reduction of rupees 25 from rupees 300 levied on picture tubes of black and white TV sets. The reduction to the tune of rupees 25 may kindly be further reduced to rupees 100 so that it could be really beneficial, a relief from the budgetary proposal he made earlier. In order to bring out the black money, Finance Minister has announced that they may not be levying of fine on voluntary disclosure or investment in rural housing schemes. I would welcome this and would like to cite an earlier instance when Mr. R. Venkatraman was our finance minister. He took efforts to bring out black money through the issuance of bearer bonds. I request the present finance minister to reconsider the feasibility of that earlier scheme. Now, black money deposited in banks attract income tax and it is combined with the income tax already paid by such black money holders. Instead of encouraging black money holders to deposit them in banks, this method of taxation discourages them. Hence, I request the Honorable Finance Minister to treat such accounts separately and to collect taxes levied exclusively on them. The ceiling on taxable income remains to be 22,000 rupees. The present day prices and salaries, if when taken in top consideration, would suggest that even ordinary people could earn easily rupees 1750 or rupees 2000 a month. Middle class people are the ones who are worst hit by the low income tax ceiling limit now. Hence, I request the Honorable Finance Minister to raise liberally that income tax ceiling limit to 30,000 rupees from existing 22,000 ceiling limit. This kind gesture of the finance minister would benefit the salaried class at large. I would also request the finance minister to reconsider the slab rates method in the levying of income tax. Those who are in the income bracket of 2 to 3 lakhs of rupees find it fleecing to pay a tax to the tune of 40 to 60% of their income. This taxation method appears to give rise to black money. Our able finance minister should look into this problem in a right perspective. I would like to say that appropriate restructuring would yield better results in the present circumstances. Revenues from wealth tax is not good enough. I would like to suggest that wealth tax may be increased to augment the revenue from this area. There is yet another way to bring out black money. Even our finance minister has announced in his budget speech that investment deposits made in rural housing loan banks will be exempted from income tax. Let me request the finance minister to extend this concession to urban housing too. In urban areas, several bigger houses and many ordinary houses are coming up. Rise in such construction activities would only help bringing out the black money. This would even help us solving the problem of dwelling units shortage faced by the country. I request the finance minister to consider extending this facility to urban housing construction too. This would benefit us to solve two problems at one stroke. Finance minister has announced several schemes and measures in his budget proposals. One instance of which is the increased tax on petrol and petroleum products. Petrol is used every by ordinary people. Those who own auto rickshaws, scooters, and hired cars and not well to do. Maybe those who own Benz cars and such big cars are affluents. Petrol price hike affects middle class and ordinary people at large. Hence, I humbly request the finance minister to give thought to this and consider reducing the tax on petrol and petroleum products in a way that would cause disgrace to us all. In our Tamil Nadu world, renowned national leader Rajiv Gandhi was slain by the assassins of some terrorist organization with a wide network. Brutally murdered late Sri Rajiv Gandhi had rendered invaluable service to this country and to the cause of humanism and humanity. Hence, I request the finance minister to issue coin in the denominations of 20 rupees, 10 rupees, and 5 rupees, embossing his image on them to commemorate the great leader's memory. I would like to emphasize the need to revitalize the Sikh units. Of course, I have brought this to the notice of the finance minister in the finance consultative committee too.